If language is to lead at all to understanding, there must be rules concerning the relations between the signs on the one hand, and on the other hand there must be a stable correspondence between signs and impressions. If language is to lead at all to understanding, there must be rules concerning the relations between the signs on the one hand, and on the other hand there must be a stable correspondence between signs and impressions. When language becomes thus partially
existence of the ether or the motion of the earth through it. I thought of the following experiment using two thermocouples set up mirrors so that the light from a single source is to be reflected in two different directions, one parallel to the motion of the earth and the other antiparallel. If we assume that there is an energy difference between the two reflective beams, we can measure the difference in the generated heat using two thermocouples. The idea of this experiment is very similar to that of Michelson. I did not put this experiment to the test while I was thinking of this problem in my student, as I can't know the strange result of Michelson's experiment. Soon I came to the conclusion that idea about the motion of the earth with respect to the heater is incorrect. If we had met Michelson's no results as a fact, this was the first part of lead me to the special theory of relativity. Since then, I have come to believe that the motion of the earth cannot be detected by any optical experiment in around the sun. I had a chance to read Lawrence's monograph of discussed and solved completely the problem of electrodynamics within the first order of approximation name. E to collect in terms of all the hype, and phi by c, where he is the velocity of the moving body and c is the velocity of light. And I try to discuss the Fizeau experiment on the assumption that the
Lorentz equations for electrons should hold in the frame of reference of the moving body, as well as in the frame of reference of the vacuum, as originally discussed by Lorentz at that time, lead the electrodynamic.
Equations of Maxwell and Lorentz were correct. Furthermore, assumption that these equations should hold in the reference frame of the moving body leads to the concept of the invariance of the velocity of light, which, however, contradicts the addition rule of velocity as used in mechanics. I realized that this difficulty was really hard to resolve. I spent almost a year in vain, trying to modify the idea of Lorentz in the hope of Rizzo having this problem by chance. A friend of mine in Bern, Michel Basso, helped me out. It was a beautiful day when I visited him with his problem. I started the conversation with him in the following way. Recently I have been working on a difficult problem. Today I come here to battle against the problem with you. We discussed every aspect of this problem, then suddenly I understood where the key to this problem lay. Next day, I came back to him again and said to him without even saying hello, thank you, I completely solved the problem. An analysis of the concept of time was my solution. Time cannot be absolutely defined. And there is an inseparable relation between time and signal velocity. With this new concept, I could resolve all the difficulties completely for the first time within 5 weeks. The special theory of relativity was